Will Zoro go and fight Kaido again, or will he go fight King? I'm going to be giving you 3 reasons why I think Zoro will definitely be fighting Kaido again. But before that, if you like anime and manga content, be sure to subscribe and leave a like on this video if you want to help the YouTube algorithm push it. So after chapter 1017, it's been made pretty obvious that Zoro is going to be returning to the battle. Chopper brought up this remedy that they had from Zoro that will make him fine for now, but eventually it'll cause him double the pain later. And of course, in typical Zoro fashion, he says, "So what are you waiting for? Give it to me." Like, this man went from being a pack to taking pills. Like, that's crazy. But if that doesn't reaffirm your love for the character Zoro, then I don't know about you, man, but it really does for me. So Zoro being healed, that pretty much leaves about 2 major routes for him to go, assuming that he doesn't get lost on the way, of course. He can either stay on the live floor and go and fight King and take over Marco, or he can go back up to Roof Piece and fight Kaido alongside Yamato while they wait for Luffy to return. Now I can honestly see this going either way, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to be humoring the idea of Zoro going back to the rooftop. So here are my 3 major reasons why I think Zoro will be fighting against Kaido again. Reason 1, Marco can obviously handle King on his own. Like, may I just remind you that Marco is the same guy that was handling both King and Queen not too many chapters ago, and even though he hasn't gotten that much focus recently, he's shown absolutely no signs of not being able to handle this dude. I mean, just look at Marco's introduction to Wano itself. He literally clashed with Big Mom and was just fine after. He went on and handled King and Queen after that. I think Marco can handle King in a high diff fight. No need for help from Zoro unless for some reason they need to switch places or something, like Marco needs to go help Luffy for some reason, which is a possibility. And for reason number 2, Yamato herself said that she couldn't fight Kaido alone, and who's a better backup than the second person to ever scar Kaido? Zoro also doesn't even know that Yamato is up there, so he'll probably go up there thinking he'll hold Kaido off for Luffy but end up fighting alongside her. And just to further my Yamato for Straw Hat agenda, if Zoro goes up there, look at the perfect dichotomy you'll have. You'll have the imitation of Kozuki Oden and Oden's very own swords up there. You'll have 2 vessels of Oden's will fighting together in unison to defeat Kaido. And personally, I think like if this were to happen, Kaido would start hallucinating and he would see Oden and it would just be like a great moment right before he gets scarred, and then he would go crazy after that in defeat. But just like before, Oden's will lose and they'll be defeated. But unlike before, this time, Monkey D. Luffy will be present and there to fully inherit Oden's will. Hey man, I said Zoro would fight Kaido again. I didn't say he would win, okay? Relax. Speaking of Luffy, that brings me to reason number 3. People are going to point to Luffy saying to Law and Zoro to tell everybody, hey, I got this. That proves that Zoro's not going to go back up there because it's a command from Luffy and it would hurt Luffy's pride as a captain if Zoro just didn't listen and he just went back up there. But you have to look at the reason why Luffy said this. Luffy has become a great leader over the time. Like he went from being a man to a leader. That's his character arc. He's a leader now. He fully went through it. But he's always had this superb emotional intelligence and this emotional awareness throughout the entire manga that if you even just look at Whole Cake Island for an example, with the Sanji situation, Nami really believed Sanji like left and he was done and that was it. Like he was lying the entire time. But Luffy never believed that. He was like, look, I don't believe you. Every time you kick me, you're hurting yourself. So other than Kaido, of course, Luffy knew damn well that if they didn't depend on him, if they couldn't depend on him, then all hope would be lost by the samurai. So when he said that, it wasn't an act of boasting, it was an act of reassuring his allies. And 2 things that we know for a fact about Zoro. We know that he has the utmost faith in Luffy as his captain. And we also know that Zoro knows when it's time to stand up, when it's time to be a leader, when people need you. So I definitely think in this sort of dire situation where he heard Luffy is not doing that well, he's still alive, you know that he's still alive, but Luffy's not doing that well, he's gonna know, okay, it's time for me to just hold him off. I believe Luffy is gonna win. I know for a fact I'm not gonna undermine him by doing that, but I also have to protect my friends. And if you look at Thriller Bark, for example, an arc that heavily foreshadowed Wano, when everybody had already finished all of their fights and everything like that, they all went and fought one person. They all went and fought against Gecko Moria, but Zoro let Luffy get the last hit. He was like, this is your shadow, so it only makes sense for you to finish it. But honestly, I think Yamato and Zoro scarring Kaido again would be way more cathartic than Zoro's little scarring of Kaido earlier. Like, it didn't feel like a moment, but I think this will be like a full page spread, like moment. With that being said, do you think Zoro will be fighting Kaido again? What's your reasons why or why not? And remember, you guys keep the video going in the comments below. And as always, have a blessed day.